All right. Well, something a little more closer to home to you.
Okay.
And this goes back to people and their idiocy regarding social media, and especially Facebook.
Right.
We talked to our friend Nader earlier tonight about being booted off of Facebook.
Right.
But for whatever reason, since the launch of Facebook, everybody believes that their personal business belongs out there online.
Of course.
It's this attention, look at me, attention, look at me.
Dude, you just assume that people don't want to know that your neighbor's dog took a shit today. You assume that. You assume that people that maybe you don't want to know what your neighbor next door had for breakfast yesterday, but I do. I need to know these things. It's very important.
Okay. Well, being that this took place in Ohio, which you're currently a resident of.
I am, as a woman.
As a self-identifying woman.
That's right.
You might commiserate with this woman in Ohio.
What is my fellow woman saying?
Well, this is important because I see this word thrown around a lot because this is supposed to garner some kind of sympathy when you throw in the word mom.
Okay.
An Ohio mom.
Oh.
So you're supposed to somehow identify with that?
Well, I do as a woman.
Well, she's a mom.
Well, so am I. I raised 3 kids as a mom.
Okay.
So we're on the same page.
A mom has been arrested for allowing her 10-year-old son, 10 years old, mind you, to get a tattoo.
Has been arrested.
Yeah, she got arrested for allowing her 10-year-old son to get a tattoo.
Is there laws for that?
Well, I don't know. I don't know what the statutes are in Ohio.
Yeah.
But do you, as a responsible mom and woman,
yeah,
do you believe that 10 years old is too young to get a tattoo?
Well, no, my motherly instincts tell me that that's a bad idea. As a mother, I feel like you should wait until, the child is of age to make their own decisions.
Sure.
But again, that might just be the estrogen talking, since I identify as having that in my oversized clitoris that were formerly known as balls in my dick.
So anyway, this mother in Ohio, she's been arrested for allowing her 10-year-old to get a tattoo by a teenage tattoo artist.
Yeah.
Because she was allegedly tired of the boy begging to get inked.
Okay.
So this kid was like, Mom, I want a tattoo. Mom, I want a tattoo. Mom, I want a tattoo. And she was like, all right, fucking fine. Get a fucking tattoo.
Yeah. So, normally I would tell my kids to, or their other mom would tell my kids to go ask their father. But now that role has changed, I don't know what they would do. Now that I'm a mom.
Well, as a single mom, you would say, well, go get a tattoo.
Yeah? No, I don't think so.
The news outlet reported that the 34-year-old Nikki Dickerson was charged with first-degree misdemeanor child endangerment and contributing to the delinquency of a minor after a video. Get this, a video.
Video, huh?
Who always has this presence of mind to always whip out the cell phone and take a video?
Thank God he had his friends with him.
Right.
Look, getting tatted up.
Yeah. But see, here's the thing. When I was growing up and when you were growing up, we did things, I'm sure, that probably we would not want our parents to know about.
Oh, hell yes.
But nobody at any point, even though maybe like 8mm cameras were available,
yeah,
nobody said, man, I got to get a video of this.
Fuck no.
No, but in today's day and age, with digital video available on cell phones,
Yeah.
everybody's got to document everything.
Mm-hmm.
So, anyway, so this 10-year-old kid gets a tattoo from a teenage tattoo artist.
Why didn't the parent know where the 10-year-old was?
Well, that's assuming she wasn't aware of it.
Right.
But,
Okay.
But this mother is probably the one who was making a video of him getting a tattoo.
Probably. Now that you think about it, yeah.
And then she posted it on Facebook.
Oh, yeah. Well, then she's definitely guilty.
Of course. Court documents obtained by the news station read that the 16-year-old tattoo artist, he's an artist at 16,
Of course.
identified by the Bellefontaine Examiner as Kyle Richardson of Lakeview, often gives tattoos at his home.
Often.
So he's the local tattoo guy at 16.
Jesus.
WSYX also reported that the teen may have tattooed someone who subsequently developed MRSA, a staph infection.
Because he probably never cleans his shit.
Well, that's a good assumption there. The Bellefontaine Examiner reported that the artist, I love how they use that, was charged with performing tattoos in a manner that does not meet safety and sanitation standards and tattooing in a manner that does not meet sterilization and disinfection standards.
Dude, why would you do all that? I mean, somebody bought him some tattoo gear. That's all they need.
Right.
He's got ink. He's got needles. He's got a gun. He's ready.
Yeah.
Doesn't need to clean the shit. Fuck that.
Why would he do that?
Of course not.
It bothered me. I'm a father and I'm a grandfather, said one law official in the news segment, which showed a video of the boy whose face was blurred out along with the face of the woman whose lap he sat on, getting his arm tattooed by the young man.
Oh, good. Had to sit on mommy's lap to get this fucking tattoo.
All right, you want a tattoo? You're going to get one, fucky.
All right, I'm looking at the mom. Not guilty. She's crying. I like the crying look.
Right.
I bet you'll put a little smile on her, dry her eyes a little bit. She'd look pretty good.
Right.
Again, not guilty.
Right.
Court adjourned.
Is she still moist, though, Judge Aiken?
Well, if not, we know where she can wipe her eyes.
Of course.
She just reach down and give her little flaps a little dabble.
There you go.
I think I got a feeling Mom is kind of cute. Don't you think? She looks like she might be cute.
Well, she is kind of a trailer trashy looking mom, though.
Yeah, I guarantee there's a tramp stamp on that whore. What do you want to bet on that? You think that mom has a tramp stamp?
Of course.
Of course she does.
Of course she does.
Says insert here with a flower on it.
Right. On her vagina lips, she has pull tabs.
A place where you're on each of the lips. There's finger tattoos.
Right.
So you know where to grab.
Exactly.
Pull here. You just put your fingers on those pussy lips.
Right.
Do your best Stretch Armstrong.
There you go. Peel those lips right back.
And pull.
Exactly.
It won't break. Ugh.
Last week, an onslaught of outraged
Yeah.
Facebook. Dude, are you going to admit at this point in our lives, given what our friend Nader told us tonight and what we read in these stories, that Facebook is the devil of our society?
I've been admitting that. I've been getting off of it. I'm next. if I didn't make like $2,000 a month doing Facebook, I wouldn't have it.
Right. But my point is outside of business reasons.
Oh yeah.
Would you admit that Facebook, it really is the devil of our society?
Useless. It's nothing but nothing good can ever come out of it. Nothing. The only way Facebook can have any value at all is if you get rid of everybody except for family that you don't keep up with.
Right.
And even then, that's iffy because, you could always get the family on your phone and text or whatever. It's useless. It has no value. It is a big problem, dude. More and more I post less and less.
Yep.
I don't give a fuck what anybody thinks about fucking what I'm doing now. If they're people I want in my life, they're in my life. If not, fuck them.
Yeah.
Well,
again, when I learned about Facebook, and that was basically through you.
Yeah. I
looked at it. I kind of evaluated. I said, nope, not for me.
Yeah. Now I'm getting there. I mean, I don't really post on there that much anymore. I mean, I'm posting right now because I got a book to move, but day-to-day shit, I'll post, like, the only stuff that I really post is music. If I'm listening to something, I'll throw, hey, here's a good tune.
Right.
Which is about as useless as anything else on Facebook.
Of course.
But that's about the only thing that I ever post anymore is, this is good or this is bad. And now I'm really trying to just narrow it down to just, I have pages for everything. So I'm trying to use those pages as where I post and get rid of my personal Facebook.
Right.
So if it's CMS stuff, like I know I get about, 20, 25 friend requests a week. And they're all people from all over the country. And I just look and they're, they've already friended or liked or whatever you do with the CMS or whatever. Or they're a friend of somebody that is in the CMS.
Sure.
So I turn them down. I've stopped adding friends, to my personal Facebook. I've started deleting them. Whenever I see a post by somebody and I don't know who it is, it's just an unfriend now.
Of course.
I get rid of them. And I'm trying to get it down to, I think I'm way down. I'm at like 600 or something now, where I was at like 4,000 or something. And I'm trying to get to like 30 because I have like 30 people that I actually give a fuck about. And the rest are just fucking peripheral shit.
Of course.
They can go to the other pages. That's how I look at it.
I hear you. Anyway, last week, an onslaught of outraged Facebook comments led to multiple calls to the Bellefontaine Police Department.
Right.
See, the do-gooders are involved.
That's good.
A representative of which did not return calls or requests for comment. The phone has not stopped ringing, the officer told WSYX. We've gotten calls from several different states from people who are concerned about the welfare of the child.
Yeah. What do they care?
Well, again, this gives me purpose in my life. I feel that I'm doing something that's worthwhile.
Yeah, you're really not.
Yeah, I agree with that. But see, this is what Facebook does. It gives you this kind of like sense of purpose or some kind of moral responsibility. Look at this on Facebook. I need to do something about this.
Dude, did you watch the Rogan special?
I did.
He put it better than anybody.
I watched it twice, actually.
He just kept on hammering down that point that, most people, no one needs to hear from. Nobody cares. Nobody should ever care about you. I was like laughing my ass off.
Of course.
But it's so true. Nobody needs to know. I don't need to know what somebody in fucking Montana is doing or thinks about whatever, a politician or a fucking news story or President Trump. Why do I need to know that? And again, this is, as I've gone through my thing of getting rid of Facebook, the more I read, like, I read Cleveland.com a lot. And, that's the big newspaper's website for here.
Okay.
And I read the story, and it is, holy mother of fuck, is it left-leaning. It's not left-leaning. It's all the way to the left. So when I read it, like you, I check out the comments, and then I catch myself at some point, and I'm like, why do I give a fuck what Dan Johnson of Bucyrus has to say about the fucking Indians? Fuck Dan from Bucyrus. I hope he fucking dies in a fire. Fuck that guy. Why do I care? And more and more, I think that's where I'm getting to with social media. A person can't hate people as much as I do and still give a shit about their comments. And that's the balance I'm trying to work out right now. I'm trying to work through my addiction and finally end this shit.
You're just conflicted.
No, I'm addicted.
Yeah.
I'll be the first one to say I'm definitely Facebook addicted, but I'm slowly getting there, because as much as I'm Facebook addicted, I'm also addicted to not dealing with people even more. So the less people I have in my life, the better. And getting rid of Facebook is one easy way to get rid of a whole lot of stupid people.
I agree. Well, you heard our friend Nader tonight that getting rid of Facebook freed up a lot of his time and reduced a lot of his stress.
Well, dude, since I started, I really took up this cause like 2 months ago, and I have gotten more, and you know this, I've gotten more work done, but I've also gotten more work, new business than I had in the last year, just because I'm not fucking around on stupid fucking Facebook anymore. I look at it once in the morning, and then I look at it at like 10 o'clock at night, and I really don't fuck around with it during the day. I try not to. Because who cares? Why do I give a fuck? So it does. It frees you up with a lot of time.
Sure it does.
Damn sure.
The September 24th video was posted to Facebook by Ohio resident Storm Harrington.
Storm Harrington posted
Storm
it.
Harrington checking in.
All right.
Commenters were shocked
and outraged
by
and flabbergasted
by the ridiculous incident, and someone noted that the artist wasn't wearing gloves during the session.
Oh my God. Are you kidding me? This 16-year-old that's doing tattoos jailhouse style out of his house wasn't wearing gloves?
No, he was not concerned about sanitary conditions at 16 years old.
And you know what else? He wasn't even near a sink. There was no water to be found near his gear to clean shit off.
Or alcohol, which can be purchased at your local Walgreens for $1.50 for a bottle.
In fact, he was just doing it with a butcher knife and a jar of ink. Just cutting into the skin and smearing it around.
Right.
That's what he was doing.
Yes. Others balked at what they said looked like a syringe lying on his table.
Yeah, because he did a bolus of heroin before he fucking cut their arms and smeared the ink in.
Right. A woman on Facebook named Jalen Ford.
Jalen Ford?
Not any relation to Blasey Ford or whatever the fuck that bitch was from California.
Oh, you mean Forgotten Tomorrow Ford?
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Who identified herself as Dickinson's niece, told Yahoo Lifestyle that her aunt won't speak to her about the incident. It boggles my mind that she allowed her son to do that. It disgusts me. He's an innocent young boy.
It's terrible. Kill her.
According to WYSX, when officers visited the home of the child last week, the boy admitted to asking his mom for the tattoo. However, when the station's reporter communicated with Dixon by way of Facebook,
oh, good,
She wrote that the video was fake, but
Fake?
refused to provide further details. Municipal prosecutor could not be reached for comment. However, he has told the Bell Fountain Examiner that Dickinson allowed that the tattoo take place in an unsafe and unsanitary conditions and encouraged and enabled Richardson to perform the service.
Yeah, man!
See, this is what Facebook does.
Death penalty to this bitch!
Right. When Dickinson does face charges, it's not necessarily illegal to tattoo a minor, which goes back to your question.
Yes.
In Ohio, according to state law, no person shall perform a tattooing procedure, body piercing procedure, or ear piercing procedure with an ear piercing gun on an individual who is under 18 years of age unless consent has been given by the individual's parents, guardian, or custodian in accordance with Division B of this section.
Yeah.
So the mother was present. She said it was okay. So no harm, no foul, I guess.
I say bury her up to her fucking neck and then kill her with tattoo equipment.
Right.
Just needle her to death. Bleed her out from the face. That's what I say.
Bury her in a hill of ants and let the fire ants eat her head.
But cover them with ink so it looks like her face is getting tattooed while it's eaten.
Right.
Fuck yeah!
And go Facebook Live with this.
Yeah, man. I want some IGTV of that, bitches. Ugh. Enough.
Section B then states that a parent, guardian, or custodian of the minor must appear in person at the business during the time of the procedure to perform and sign a document provided by the business that outlines the details of the procedure and proper aftercare of the body area. However, the state law also requires that the procedure meets safety and sanitary standards.
Mm-hmm.
So basically, she's going to get off.
Yeah.
She was there. He was probably sitting on her lap, said, yeah, he wants a tattoo. He's been begging me for it. So I'm just tired of listening to him whine and bitch and moan about it. So tattoo his ass. And I'm going to film it and put it on Facebook because everyone needs to see this.
God forbid Mom would actually say no and shut up.
Yeah.
Yeah. Move on. We're not doing it.
Yeah. That's you're just being unreasonable.
I know. I'm losing my motherly instinct.
So there you go.
That is just the most dumb story.
I know. But this is what Facebook does.
Yeah. Attention whoring. That story has it all. Attention whoring and outrage whoring.
Of course.
Both sides.
Look at that. Look at that. I can't believe it.
Anybody that didn't know this family that offered an opinion should be shot and killed. Should just be fucking murdered for not having anything else in their life. They clearly don't have enough relevance in their life to where that story moves them. Why would that story move you? If there wasn't Facebook, think about this for a minute. If there wasn't Facebook, let's go really old school.
Okay.
I don't know if you ever did this or not, but did you ever sit down and read the paper?
Yeah, of course.
Did you do that a lot? Like, did you have
probably more in the 80s and maybe into the 90s. I haven't done that in years, but yes, I used to do that.
So you had a subscription to
yes,
whatever.
I used to subscribe to the LA Times.
Okay, great. So when you were looking through the LA Times, you're looking at the political this, and this is going on in Los Angeles, that, and, you know, here's the sports maybe. You're looking at what's going on with the sporting teams or whatever. If you came across a story back then that said, lady in trouble for letting her 10-year-old get tattooed. How many seconds would you have given that before you moved on to the next story?
Probably 5.
5. Now it's an international thing. That is the definition of stupid-ass, dumb fucking Facebook.
Right.
It's a story that should get no attention. You know, that story should be right up there with, hey, these guys donated turkeys on fucking Thanksgiving. Hey, that's great. Moving on.
Right.
You know, it's of that level.
But see, here's the age that we moved into.
Mm-hmm.
People are looking for a reason to be outraged. And these media companies, whether local, national, or whatever, they're looking for that reaction.
Of course.
And people, for whatever reason, they're
willing participants.
No, they're conditioned to be outraged about everything. We have to be mad. We have to be outraged.
Right.
This is the only way that we as a society show that we care.
Yes.
So we need to show or express our outrage about everything.
That's right.
And that's what it's boiled down to. It's just like, well, I'm a feeling human being, so I'm outraged about this, and I want you to know it.
Yeah, pal.
I want you to know that I'm a feeling, caring human being, and by expressing my outrage on Facebook, makes me feel better about it because at least I said something.
I'm showing how important I am.
Right.
Shut up.
But that's what it boils down to. I said something about it on Facebook. I sure hope that lady gets what she's got coming to her.
Yeah, man. I fucking hate people.
Right. All right, let's take a short break. I think the most appropriate tune to play here would be some Bruce Dickinson with some Tattooed Millionaire. But,
all right, nice.
but in this case, it's a tattooed trailer park trash.
Right.
In Bellefontaine, Ohio.
Right.
But we'll pretend that it's about them.
Okay, good.
So here's some Bruce Dickinson exclusively here.
On your Classic Metal Show.
Hi, this is Bruce Dickinson of Iron Maiden. You're listening to the Classic Metal Show.